So, welcome back to another video. Today racing GT3s around the Nürburgring. Very spontaneous race from me, no practice, no qualifying. It's the red lights going green and away we go. Decent start, you can see 3 Porsches in front, the Lambo coming from behind, an Audi on the right. Now very careful going into the first turn, trying to go on the outside of the Porsche, but he's pushing us away. Now getting a contact from the Audi, spinning out, the Audi going wide, trying to get into the inside. There's a little contact, now we can go into the inside of the Audi, overtake the one Audi behind another Audi, in front 2 Porsches battling. And the other Audi still pressuring. Now braking very late from the Audi, going wide but not hitting us. Now very careful again, the Audi braking very late from behind, tries to go on the right but stays behind. Now trying to get a little gap to the car behind, needing to adjust the ABS. As I said, very spontaneous race. You can see in the front the 2 Porsches battling to the chicane. The Audi and Lambo still behind. Oh, the Audi again diving deep. Now we can gain to the cars in front. There's a little yellow flag and there's the Lambo spinning out. Another position. And the Audi going a bit wide, but there's no gap. The Porsche in front still battling. The Audi behind, you can see him running wide. Now we have a decent gap to him. Oh, the Porsche's running wide. Oh, we nearly get into the bumper of the Audi, losing time. The other Audi from behind can now catch up. And you can see the Porsches both running side by side through the corners. Now crashing each other out. Now we need to go left, go wide onto the gravel, losing time. The Audi in front can pull away. Close call there with the Porsche. Frustrating with the time we lost. But now we need to keep the head down, look in front, through the chicane. You can see a pack of cars from behind, but we can increase that gap to the cars behind. So now focus on the Audi in front. Now in P4, started from P7. A lot of action in these first 2 laps. Now need to focus, need to get consistent lap times to catch up to the Audi in front. No mistakes now. So you can see here now, gaining on the Audi. The gap behind very safe now, so we can focus full on the Audi in front. Difficult corner now here, very careful on the gas as you can see. Always struggle a bit. Gap now is shrinking into these 2 corners, which are probably one of my best on the circuit. Into the chicane now. As we can see, possibilities of a podium are still there. We just need to focus and push. Onto the start finish straight now. Gap to the Audi is 3 seconds. Seems like he's pulling away even more. Better exit probably out of the last turn. Now going again into turn 1. Better line this time. Delta stays negative. gap to the Audi gets a little bit tinier. Now into this corner, one of the stronger ones for me. Gap now 2.5 seconds. So these two next corners, definitely one of the stronger ones for us. Again, gaining a little bit on the Audi, but the gap stays between 2.5 and 3 seconds. So next up is the chicane, normally braking at 100, braking a bit too late now, going too deep into the chicane, costing us a little bit of time. That are the little mistakes that should not be done. And again, you can see one of our stronger parts gaining a bit onto the Audi, but it is not enough. This corner always a bit difficult, as you can see. Very careful on the gas. Now the gap again in these two corners always gets a little bit closer, but then it gets bigger after the chicane and the first two corners. Next up comes the chicane, braking far too late, going too deep, needing to cut the chicane. That costs us so much time. Important 10th. So now 7 minutes left into the session, 3.2 second gap, braking for turn 1. Good line this time, into turn 2. Always difficult to accelerate, and you see here going wide, getting an off track. Need to be very careful with that. In the worst case it would give you a slowdown penalty, and you definitely don't want that. Running wide a bit into this corner, always a very tricky and difficult corner for me. The Audi really is driving very strong, very consistent, very difficult to catch up. Oh, and a bit over the gravel, not very dramatic. Now again the chicane, hopefully no mistake this time. Very good, good acceleration, but still losing time on the Audi in front. There are always corners where we better and where the Audi is better, so we need to find that bit to get closer to the Audi. Five and a half minutes now left of the race. The chances of a podium are still there. Of course it gets more difficult every corner. You can see now the gap again, 3 seconds. Can't really find that important tenths or seconds that can help us. But now you can see in front, second place, so I was thinking maybe we can catch up to him and get our podium that way without overtaking the Audi. You can see the gap to P2 getting to 5.5 or 6 seconds. But it seems like he just did a mistake. The gap goes up again, up to 6 seconds now. So now not much time left. Again, good corner here, good corner next, gaining a bit, but then losing again. Next corner again, the difficult one. I don't know the name. Oh, and having a moment there, catching the car, but again, important time lost. A little mistake again that cost us so much time. and it doesn't help us to get closer to the Audi. Now the gap gets bigger between the Audi and us. 3 seconds now on this section. Getting a little bit closer, but then on exit getting bigger again, like the last laps. This corner again running wide. The gap now 2.7 seconds, a bit lower than normal. Now braking for the chicane again, not hitting the braking point, losing time. Again, one of these little mistakes that should not be done. Going onto the start-finish straight now. Probably 2 more laps left. And still a chance. Now the gap to the Audi goes nearly up to 4 seconds. The dream of the podium fainting away even more. But we don't give up. Giving everything, pushing every bit that is left in this beautiful Montegrello Porsche. But it's not enough now to keep up with the Audi or catch it. Gap now at 3 seconds, running wide over the gravel. Again, one of a mistake. So last lap now after this corner. Gap now at 4 seconds. It's really just pushing and giving everything that is left in this last bit of the race. A race with a lot of action at the start, crashes and all that, battles from P7 to P4 in 2 laps, and now just pushing and trying to catch up. Not that much action, but still a very fun race. And it's now the last lap. 4 seconds to the Audi. Podium probably isn't possible anymore. But what if the Audi does a mistake? Never give up. But it seems like the Audi does no mistake, drives it very clean, very consistently. The Audi driver did a very great job. And now last corner and then this race. With these first 2 laps full of action, and now just chasing the Audi is over. For me it was definitely a fun race. If you also had fun watching, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and see you in the next video.